Hey guys, what's going on? It's Tomes over here. Now, as you guys remember in the last video, I just finished off on my Night of Sickness doing the quest to collect the peridots to make a new UA mage. As you guys know, I'm making a new mage as my main, so I went ahead back to the Empress and handed in the quest and made a Fire Poison Mage. So this video basically shows me on my UA. At the beginning I transferred all my gear over and it's time to start a new character. So as usual, I started leveling up a bit and killing Pink Zack just for the hyper teleports and all that stuff. I also did a few of the museum event quests for the 2x EXP and all that stuff, which helped a lot. So yeah, I just basically did all those quests, leveled up. I went from places like Jesters to Aliens to Selkies and all that stuff. Basically the normal training pattern you'd use on any of your characters, but this one I got a little bit lazy on it and I just basically just went to all the main training spots and didn't even bother changing until it got extremely slow. But Fire Poisons have an awesome AoE spell which is called like Explosion, and that skill did a lot of damage, and I quite enjoyed this class up to level 140, which I am now. And I'm still enjoying it, and yeah, it's definitely going to be my new mage main, seeing that it's so fun and interesting to play actually with this new playstyle about stacking dots to explode your Mist Eruption, which is an awesome spell. But yeah, I'm getting too far ahead of myself. This video over here, I get up to the Australia Day 2x EXP event and I stack it up, and if you guys have seen my last video, it shows me just a little bit of training at 16.5 times EXP because of all those bonuses I managed to stack up and get to that kind of EXP. And it's actually quite fun. I leveled to level 140 from 50 in about maybe 6-7 hours, which is quite amazing if you ask me. 90 levels in 7 hours from 50 to 140, which is amazing. And all I needed was 130. That was my plan after the 2x event. But I ended up getting 140, which is amazing. I only needed 130 for my Empress gear because of, I think, Cygnus's Might or some skill like that, which allows you to equip items 10 over your level. Because Cygnuses are not allowed to use the bypass, which I could purchase from the Temper shop. But I wouldn't even buy it anyway because normal classes, as in non-Nova classes, farmed coins extremely slowly. Since they took away many of the boxes in the event, like the Christmas box, the Rudolph box and all that stuff, you know, it minuses the amount of coins you can get by a lot. So all you have now is Ice Chest and the Tempest box. So that's 2 boxes of what used to be like 5 boxes before. So yeah, that's enough of the cliff, of the clip. You guys can go ahead and watch it yourself. I'm gonna start talking about expensive items now. There usually is a backstory to why I start talking about this topic, so I'm going to tell you the story behind this one. Now, after leveling to a level 140, I needed a lot of mastery books because 2 of them failed. 2 of my arcane aim 30 failed, so I went to the FM to try find some cheat ones. So what I did was, I think I was on one of my mules, so I can go ahead and get the money. But just as I logged in that guy, went to channel 1 FM, decided to look around before I went back onto my main one because I didn't want to log on my mule, put the money on, log off and switch the money over. I just wanted to buy on my mule and put the mastery book in the bank. That seemed like a better plan. So what I did was, I was in channel 1 FM and this guy was buying, like, I don't know how, he was buying advanced potentials, yeah. He was buying advanced potentials, and what happened was, since I looked at my inventory, I had a couple on me. I had like 4 on me, so I traded him, and he asked for how much I wanted. And I was like, oh, you know, you offer whatever. So he wanted 2 of them, so I just put on 2, and he gave me 40 mil for that. He just put 40 mil straight up. So I thought about it. I was like, 40 mil, huh? So that's 20 mil each. That seems like a good deal. And I know at the moment I probably sound stupid to you guys, but here's how my frame of mind worked at that time. Basically, because, okay, I don't know how to explain this, but I haven't been in the FN for over 6 months now. And the thing about it is, well, I've been there like once or twice, but I never actually looked at the prices. But I haven't been there in a long time because I've been busy training my characters, getting it up since I started a new world not too long ago. and I haven't been in FM for such a long time, so I didn't know the prices exactly, but I knew back then, like about a few months ago, it did cost about 18 mil, 19 mil, about there. That's the max price you can get in the FM. That's the max they sell it for. So I assumed it would cost the same price or even less because of the Treasure Island exploit. I'm sure many of you guys have heard about this, but there was an exploit where you could just enter by sending stars to yourself. So I assumed, because so many people farmed it, even I farmed about like 8 of them, that the prices would go down. So 20 mil still constantly seemed like a good deal at that time. But as me, since he seemed to put the money on so quickly, and like, you know, I tried to raise the price a little bit, because he was the one who offered 20 mil in the first place. So I was like 22 question mark, and he said to me, that's all my money, and he gave me like these equips, a few equips, and I was like, oh, you know what, I'll just take it. It's obvious, it seems like it's always money, because the digits, the last 6 digits of the number were like as if that was always money. Like, but at the moment I think he kind of made up that it was always money, and he just put like random digits like 7, 8, 7, 6, 9, and he thought that he'd get away with it, which he did. He got away with it, and I was like, oh yeah, look, you know, I sold it to him. That's awesome. I got a lot of money now. So I went inside the FM, and I forgot to tell you guys, but before I went to trade that guy, I looked around the FM a bit, and I found Nebulite boxes which cost 4 mil. So I bought all of them. I bought all the stock out, because if they usually sell my world for about like 7 mil minimum, but finding one for 4 mil is amazing. So I bought that stuff out. So after I got the advanced equipment, advanced potential scrolls, and I sold it to that guy, I went ahead and bought the Nebulite boxes, and so I can merge that back out. But what happened after I purchased all the Nebulite boxes was I walked out of the FM again, back into the main hallway for the FM, and this guy was spamming and saying buying advanced potentials 35 mil each. Now at the time I thought, because the guy who I bought the advanced potential scrolls was gone, he was nowhere to be seen, I thought at the time it was just some act, like to get at me for saying, you know, I bought these, now I'm gonna get on my another account and start spamming to buy it for more. So I traded the guy, but he was busy because someone else was obviously trading him. But after that exchange with that guy, he walked off, so I couldn't find him anymore. He walked off, so I'm assuming they already purchased one off someone else, which is fine. I just hoped it wasn't the guy I traded before for 20 mil, because he might have gotten a big profit from that. So yeah, I saw 35 mil, and at the time I was like, you know, it must be some joke. He spammed it for 1 minute, then left. He traded once and then left. So yeah, I went inside the FM, looked for my mastery books, and there I saw it. Basically all stores with an advanced potential sold for about like 45 mil, 40 mil each, and that's when it hit me. One of them was actually sold out, and I thought about this and I was like, damn it, I just got basically ripped off, like without me knowing at all. And yeah, that's basically 20 mil down the drain, because I didn't know it. And you guys, you know, probably like, what an idiot, I can't believe you did that. But you know, you had to have thought about how I saw the situation. It used to cost 19 mil. There was Treasure Island exploit. What could have made the prices so high? I understand why advanced equipment enhancements are so high, because of all the Nova gear, Tyrant gear, Elite Elysium gear that has come out. Obviously people need to start enhancing, but potentialing, like, that just seems so absurd to me. The fact that some potentials, the advanced potential, cost more than some Empress equips themselves, which is kind of weird. Potentials actually cost more than the item, like just the scroll itself. Yeah, but that's basically my experience today. There's also another thing I want to talk about, which was the Nebulite boxes. I just talked a little bit about it, but Nebulite boxes are so expensive. I remember back then when I made the Miso guide about fusing Nebulites, Nebulite boxes cost about like 2 mil, 1.5 mil, 1.2 mil each. Like 1.2 mil was the price I bought it for back then, but now I see prices in FM, especially FM4, FM6, FM1. They sell Nebulite boxes. FM1 doesn't do it as much. They sell Empress gear, but FM, like the bottom floor of FM up to 6, sells Nebulite boxes for about 8 mil. Now in Kaini, which is what I play in, I saw one of these stores, which was one of the 90 days permits where to actually stand there, so you can tell that he wasn't a professional mercher. So he had a Nebulite store, well, not a Nebulite store, but he had a store with Nebulite boxes in it. There were about like 250 of them, all sold out for 2.5 mil. immediately sold out. I was like, what? 2.5 mil immediately sold out? Back then I bought 1.2 mil and they weren't even sold out. The fact that I had to go ahead and I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, but basically it's extremely expensive. 2.5 mil all sold out, which means that selling it for 8 mil and still getting sales must mean that the guy got ripped off intensely. So yeah, that's basically my experience with expensive items. I can't believe these items increases so much money all of a sudden. I understand why nebulite boxes increase, because you can't get them anymore. Well, you can, but it's extremely rare and they have a 30-second day before they disappear, so it's obviously running out and we are at limited numbers. But just seeing the fact that, you know, advanced equipment enhancements and potentials are going up, it just surprises me so much. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a long time, about 11 minutes now, but I will be seeing you guys in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see ya.